All right, this next topic here is something I could talk about for days, weeks. I've been doing this forever, and it's my favorite thing other than just connecting with people and working with people about my job is the programming side. So we're gonna talk about programming language a little bit, or just movement language. I know this is one of the things that a lot of my members struggle with when they first join is just understanding the language that goes into the programming. You know, when it comes to like the clean, for example, we're gonna break that down. We're gonna talk about what's the objective of the clean with the word itself, what's the root meaning, starting position, receiving position, and then kind of what modifiers we might add to that in the programming side of things to change the movement up. So first off, the clean by itself, just covering this word. It is one of the two Olympic lifts. The clean and jerk technically is the Olympic lift, but also along with the snatch. The objective in the clean itself is just to get the bar from the ground to the shoulder. Super simple. Any way you get that done, it's all considered part of the clean family. Now the root meaning with the clean, the starting position is assumed from the floor. That is traditional weightlifting, and again, pretty obvious. So we're going starting position that is from the floor. So we'll just, probably can't read this anyways, from the floor. The receiving position with the clean by itself, really with no modifiers, it's receiving wherever you want. This can be above or below parallel, but again, we know the objective is the shoulder, so how we receive it and what depth, it doesn't really matter. But there's an assumed squat with the clean itself, and there's no prefix, no change or modifier to that. So we're gonna say our receiving position is above parallel, or, excuse me. So we're gonna say the receiving position is anywhere, just shoulder, okay? Now with that, there's a couple of prefixes we can put to the clean to change some of these things. Change the starting position, change the receiving position, and the first one is power. That's pretty common. So if we put the word power, and again another prefix, PWR, we put that in front of the clean, it means that I have to modify the receiving position. And what the power prefix means is I cannot go below parallel. It has to be above parallel. And I cannot squat. That is what the power prefix means. So when I look at something like a power clean, it is assumed taken from the floor because we haven't modified that at all. And the root is always from the floor. And because we're doing a power, it means we cannot squat. So pretty simple. Other most common prefix is hang. And this generally will be before the power, meaning I have to know where my starting position is in the sentence or in the word before I know where I'm going to receive it. So the hang will always be the very first starter if it is a hang. So that's always the beginning. Now the hang just means that I cannot go from the floor. I'm going to be somewhere above or below the knee generally. So the hang prefix just changes my starting position. Normally, in its natural state, the clean is taken from the floor, that is weightlifting, but the hang prefix just means I'm gonna be hanging off the ground somewhere above or below the knee. So if I do a hang power clean quiz here, where's the bar gonna start? The bar is starting in the hang position, which means it is not on the floor anymore. And if it is a power clean, it means that I have to receive above parallel, and I don't have the freedom to just receive anywhere I want. I'm not gonna go anywhere outside of that, but I have to be above parallel. So the hang power clean, pretty simple. Now if we take one of those away and I just go to hang again, all I've changed so far is the starting position. I'm not gonna be from the floor, I will be off the ground, and the hang above or below the knee, and the clean without the power prefix just means that I can receive it anywhere I want, from the ground to the shoulder. Generally that is with a squat, but that is more in the world of weightlifting, and it just kind of depends on what context it's in. There are other prefixes, but I don't think it's really important to go into those because those are kind of more self-explanatory, like the squat clean, for instance. Pretty straightforward. You're gonna do a clean from the floor because there is no hang prefix, and I'm gonna squat with it. That means I have to go below parallel. That's more of like the CrossFit world, that kind of things. Because normally if in the weightlifting world, you want a squat clean, you're just gonna say clean, all right? But there's a ton of different variations of the clean, ton of different drills. We're not going to talk about the tall clean or anything like that, the muscle clean. Really the two most important, that's going to get you 95% of what you need in the world of weightlifting is going to be understanding what the hang means and what the power means. The hang is really straightforward. I'm hanging off the ground. It means that I cannot take it from the floor. And then the power prefix just means I have to use a little bit more power to get up nice and high when I get that clean. Hope this helps. If you want a similar breakdown of another movement or prefix, or you want like a just entire list of what is an AMRAP, Metcon, you name it, definitely let me know in the comments. I would love to take a deeper dive into programming language or how I develop and design programming. Like I said, I've been doing this for a very long time, so I could just sit here and talk about that stuff for days. But I want to hear what you guys want to hear and talk about stuff that is actually going to interest you, so you watch it. So let me know about that. I would love to connect. I would love to do some more stuff. And again, I could talk about this for days, so I'm rambling at this point. I'll see you in the next one.